Some brands are late. Look at the Britannica. Any of you even know the Britannica? Okay. Who knows Wikipedia? Okay. Great example again from the New York Times. The Britannica, hugely highly paid professionals making content, right? Wikipedia for free. Right? Who do you know? Wikipedia. If you don't call that the end of control, I don't know what it is. But the Britannica now said, we're going online too, but look at the Britannica versus Wikipedia. It doesn't exist. The red line is Britannica. If you run a media business, a newspaper, a radio station, a record label, if you go down this road, you're finished. Right? You put yourself behind the wall, put yourself out of reach. So now the Britannica say, well, you know, the pain is big enough now. Why are we giving away subscriptions? We'd like more people to see it. Wow, what a renovation. Right? We'd like them to see Britannica used more widely. The first thing you have to do with your brand when you're marketing is make sure there are conversations about it. Right? You need people to talk about what you're doing. That's where it all starts, right? No musician will ever sell a record if there's no conversation. So, very interesting, the sort of new buying looks like this. It used to be sort of on this paradigm, you know, you would say, hey, buy me, you know, buy this, right? You yell at them, basically. So this is now moving away to the other side. You say, here's something of interest to you that I know that you're interested because you told me you want to be interested. You opted in, you provided data. You did something to show me why you're interested. And this kind of thing is the pull marketing. I think this is going to take over as a huge opportunity, especially in countries that are not very high-tech yet. Because this kind of marketing will sell a lot of product in the future. I think we'll see some of this later. Do we have to wrap up? Okay. So, marketing 2.0, as I call it, is authentic, is personal, is relevant, is trustworthy. And interestingly enough, this is a very important term, strangers like me. I trust these people on Facebook, some of them, or on LinkedIn, or others, but they're strangers. I just know they're sort of like me because they're in the same place. Strangers like me has become a major phenomenon in marketing. Trying to find people in the swarm that are sort of there. So, consumer-created advertising will be a big development here, and as IBM says, consumers will continue to gain the power over content. Fewer will pay for content they want to consume, but other ones will pay for the advertising. So, I think we have to just wrap it up here fairly soon. But in this world, this is Japan. You don't want to be in the subway at 7 o'clock in Japan in the morning, because this is what happens every morning in Tokyo. Right? In this world, being different is crucial. You don't have this problem in Greece quite yet. I mean, not the subway problem, but the general, the crowd problem. Right? But imagine, right? This is about being different. People want to be different. They want to be me. And this is what you hear loud and clear on the internet today. Stop calling me a number, a consumer, a stupid wire. Right? That is over. It's a nice video, isn't it? So we're going to trade attention to advertising for content. Right? We're going to essentially offer content people to pay attention to the brand. That, I think, is the way forward for advertising. I think I'm really going to wrap up now. We're going to take some questions shortly, so start thinking quickly. I'll show you an example of where advertising is going, and then I think I've pretty much showed you all of my slides, which is a record. You've been very good. So this kind of advertising, interruptive, out of context, meaningless stuff. Right? You're driving through the desert, and there's an ad for an iPod. It will be relevant for us because we like iPods, but you know, for most people it will not. Right? The new advertising will be meaningful, conversational content. Right? Will be this, but I'm driving a Mini, and the ad will realize that I have a Mini. The banner will say, "Looking good today," and it will change with each car that goes by, the type of car you see. And why would it do that? Because it knows who you are. And that is scary. But still, let's think about that, how that will develop. Of course, what we're also going to see is like Bluetooth activation and other technologies that recognize who you are and give you stuff, quick response codes, and if you're connected in the car, it will tell your kids you can buy a Crunch Bar at the next station. This kind of interactive, tuned-in advertising, of course, has lots of implications for privacy. But this is what we're going to see. So I think if you can solve this problem, the privacy problem, versus advertising, I think you have the future of advertising. Thanks very much. And with a final quote from John Richardson, when it comes to the future, there are three kinds of people. Those who let it happen, those who make it happen, and those who wonder what happened. Thank you.
Thank you, Gerd, for this here. So, any questions that you would like to ask Gerd? Any questions?
Don't be shy. I know you're all going to send messages on Facebook, but you can still ask questions.
I would like to make a question. It looks like the way you present it, we're moving from a power structure where a communication power structure where the brand had full control over the image and the advertising, full control, to a power structure where everyone is equal and there's uniform distribution. Is this the case, or do we have special users or consumers or creators that have more power than the others? And should advertisers try and find them and influence them?
Well, I think, of course, not everybody can be equal. I mean, I think if you're looking just like in a coffee house, there's people sitting by themselves reading the newspaper, drinking coffee, never talking to anyone, and then there's people who talk